Hello, everybody. Oh, we've already got Steven here. Good, Steven. I'm so glad you're here because I wasn't going to start without you. Because Steven is the only one who requests songs, and I love that. I love that. How's everybody's New Year going? Are you excited for New Year's Eve? What are you guys going to do for New Year's Eve? Are you going to get ready to start answering emails again? Are you going to maybe go to the gym more than once this week? Yep, New Year's Eve. Well, let's see. It's Married to Monday. Watch the rain. Did you know it's snowing in Nashville? It's snowing. At least it was snowing. Now maybe it is raining. Yeah, watch the rain on New Year's Eve. Invite someone over, order in, play a game, have a green bean. That's lucky. Green beans are lucky. What are the other lucky things there are? I did all the lucky things that you're supposed to do. Hey, Cliff. You know what, Cliff? I'm happy you're here because I've been meaning to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I did all of the lucky things that you're supposed to do. Like I wore yellow underwear because that makes you prosperous in the new year. And I walked around the block with a empty suitcase. Actually, I had coffee with Lily Hyatt that morning, and I made her do it too, except for we ran out of time, so we couldn't walk around the whole block. We just walked around my car with an empty suitcase. And then I gave it to her, and I was like, here, Lily, you can have this if you want it. She was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll pack something in it. She's like, why don't you want it? I was like, it smells. I gotta find out if she opened it or not. She was like, sure. Anyways, let's see. Diesel, it's snow. Oh, Diesel, I'm glad you're here because it is. You're reminding me that I need to call GS about those shows. Snowing in Cleveland, but we don't get all excited. No, of course not. I remember in Colorado because I moved from Alabama to Colorado. And I was 14 years old, and in Alabama they would like close school when it get real cold, and then it snowed like 2 feet on the first day of school, of high school that I was supposed to go to, and I was like, this is awesome. We're never gonna go to school here. It's gonna be canceled. Nope, that's not the deal there. I think it was a rude awakening for my parents too, because they bought the house in the summer, and then in the winter they realized you got to have chains on your car. Hey, Mike. Oh, did you move? I don't remember Mechanicsburg, PA. All right, cool. Hey, Kent. So good to see y'all here. Thanks everybody for popping in. I guess I'm gonna get started. So something old today is, I've been, I'm not supposed to say this because, like, what if I outed myself and then somebody who didn't like me, like, would decide that they didn't want to go. So let me see if I can say this in a way that, like, I'm in American Airlines. You know what I mean? When I say American Airlines, I mean AA. I'm talking about AA. But when I say AA, I mean American Airlines. So I've been going back to American Airlines. I've been sober, for 7 years. At least my last drink was 7 years ago. And interestingly enough, this is the song that I wrote right before I stopped drinking. And if you've been to one of my live shows, you've probably heard me say this in some form or another. that I wrote it in a blackout, which is true, because I woke up in the morning and a song was in my voice memos, and and I was like, oh damn, that's so good. I'm gonna have to get drunk and finish it. Actually, I wrote another song around this time that maybe will go on a record one day, but it's called I Believe in Tequila. It was a gospel song that I wanted to write. And it was pretty good. But I was like, I like to write songs about drinking so that I could have a reason to do the research, right? Like just, you know, it seemed like the religion of it all should be that I would drink all of that tequila. Otherwise, how would I write the truth? You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty much like your garden variety alcoholic, but I didn't, you know, I'm also like your garden variety Irish fairy. You know, I come from this family of everybody sort of chips off the same wooden nymph tree, if there is such a thing. And yeah, I think that's just sort of like the like in the spirits comes with that. But yeah, a spirited bunch. So anyway, I decided that this was a hard winter. I know I talked to you guys about that last month, but I've just been reflecting on how hard the winter has been for me. They're always hard, like seasonal. Carlos Castaneda. Did I talk about Carlos Castaneda before? Because I read all those Don Juan books, Kent, and I actually met Don Juan, and he gave me a name, and the name that he gave me is how I know that I was eaten by a bear in a past life, and I will totally get to that on another day. Remind me to talk about that next time. That to tell you guys why it is that I know that I am, like, I have it on like pretty good non-physical authority that like I am the real Goldilocks. Okay, don't go, but just for y'all to know. And me and these bears, we like have this thing, and I'm gonna be. That's why I have to carry bear spray. Because it's like their turn. Anyways, I will tell you guys this story another time. You were a wizard. So, yeah. So the winter. Why is the winter so hard? I do feel like we lost a lot of light. Like the light really left, and I have this like these special lights that I use to make me happy, and they like kind of work. Actually, sitting under these lights is pretty good. My friend Ryan came over and we made this creation station. So I'm just gonna turn this around so you guys can see it. Okay, there's Rose. All right, and the lighting, and this is also Rose because it's hard to remember names. I put this sign up, Living the Dream. I thought it was appropriate because it's broken and also it's dirty because it was outside for a long time. And then I've got these lights. So we set up this creation station. And then I also tried to to improve the sound. So you guys have to let me know if the sound is working for you. It's not as good as it could be because it's a little weird, but I'm still working on the sound, but I'd love for you to let me know how the sound's working out. Let me see some of these comments over here. Ed Summers, will Side Pony get back together? You guys were great. I hope we'll do something. You know, Alice put out such an awesome record this year, and I'm getting ready to release a record too, to answer your question, Steven. Everything's coming along. I just finished the Love Addict video, and like, it's kind of a porno. It's like a PG porno. So, yeah, so we made a porno. Anyway, which brings me to this, because I want to get to the second song, which is a very new song that I wrote just now, not even finished yet, called Disaster Porn. And in order to get there, I've got to play something old first. But I wanted to say, and I'll try not to get sidetracked, so I'm not going to look at the comments because I didn't take enough medication for that today. I wanted to say about the light leaving and about feeling. I'm so happy that you requested this, Stephen, because I was in a way, way bad place when I wrote this. Like when you're, like at least you have the option or the opportunity to actually solve your problems. But if you're lost sort of like to the abyss of addiction, it's like you have to handle that first. Like you can't really fix anything else until you treat that. And sometimes you need a spiritual community to treat that. And when I get really, really busy and I get my workaholism things going on, then I can't, I forget that I need people, you know. Hi, Roberto. I forget that I need that. And I think that I start to think all warped and things. And so I started going back to American Airlines on a regular basis, and it's actually really been helping me to feel that I actually have more time. I just want you guys to know that I think of you all the time, even if you can't reach me. I'm usually like in some kind of a weird hole, you know. So anyway, I was in a really, really weird hole when I wrote this song, Drink Enough. It's on the TrashCannon album, and thank you so much for your request, Stephen. If you guys are just joining, this is Married to Monday, where I play you something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. This is something old. It's called Drink Enough. Does the guitar sound weird a little bit? Oh well. You guys know how it goes. Heard him say she really put on some weight this year. I think she's in her 40s now. Ain't it a little too late to be acting that way in here? And ain't it a shame? I think she used to be kind of beautiful, kind of sane. But can I drink enough to shut him up? Pass out on the couch with my makeup on, and in the morning it'll all be gone, gone. Well, I know everything I work for and everything I got might as well be sitting right there in that shot. I can knock it out without a second thought. Heard you say I'd never change, and then you drove away again. Now I think you're in the next town over with your old girlfriend, and ain't it a shame? I think we used to be kind of beautiful, kind of great. Go on, I hear you all the same. But can I drink enough to shut you up? Pass out on the couch with my makeup on, and in the morning it'll all be gone, gone. Well, I know everything I work for and everything I want might as well be sitting right there in that shot. I can knock it back without a second thought. How about that? How about that? How'd that go? Hey, John, better late than never. Thanks so much for coming. You guys, there's a comment here on YouTube because right now I'm broadcasting live to YouTube because I've decided that I'm going to be a YouTuber. I just think, I don't know. You think this could be my job? Like, if I actually found something legitimate to offer the people? Like, I don't know what it is really to have to offer the people. Like, they want you to kind of pick a lane, you know? I was thinking I could have a show and I could call it Bad Bitch and I could spell it BADHD and it could be just like life skills, you know, things that, like a channel, a how-to channel for anyone who wants to learn how to do anything but doesn't like reading instructions. We'll get through it together. Anyway, my mom, she put a comment over there. She said, your mommy loves you. That's sweet. My mom loves me. She's an alcoholic too. And a fairy too. Let's see. Let's catch up on some of these. Bit tinny. Yeah, I thought so too. I have this little mixing board, but when I turn the lows up, it like swallows it all. I'm gonna get some assistance though. Did you guys, can you handle it? Can you handle it on this New Year's Eve show? That's a fave. Pretty darn good. Thanks, guys. Well, you got to know me music. Thanks, Kent. That's good. I'm glad you came in on that record and not like any of the ones before that. Sometimes when I sell my records at shows, I put all of the albums for $40. You can buy the entire catalog on this USB, and I like one of the selling points is that I'm like really embarrassed with that music. It's just, you know, that's sort of what the algorithms run on, right? Is like capitalizing on people's like embarrassment and pain. That's pretty much what it is, embarrassment and pain. Yes, more mermaids. Mermaid thing was pretty entertaining, it was. You know, I mean, I can still do that mermaid thing. You know, I was doing it before. I asked Alice to come out during the pandemic and I like made her do it. And I made her get in cold water and she does not like, anyone who knows Alice knows that she does not like cold water. We had fun though. All right, you guys. Well, guess what? It's time for now. Something new. And I'm going to play you a brand new song. You'll probably never hear it like this again because you know how it is with brand new songs. They change. This song's called Disaster Porn. And you know how like you got to get like, I mean, I think it's good to get one of those breakup songs once a year, depending on how much breaking up you do. I do a considerable amount of breaking up because I keep picking the same guy over and over again. But I keep breaking up with him because he was the same. Just just the same guy, just a different soul and a different body. And and I also work for this company called Songfinch, which some of you guys know about my Songfinch thing. But the company I work for is love songs, essentially. It's like people order songs as gifts for each other. And it's like, I get $100 for doing it. I put about $100 worth of work into it. They send me a brief. It's like, this person was my everything. They mean the world to me. I take all those words and I just rearrange them, make them rhyme, sing it, produce it, bounce it. And you would not believe how many people are out there who just fell in love after one night and that's it, you know, and we had a one night stand and he never left. And we met at a truck stop in 1982 and it was love at first sight. And he means the world to me. And, he's my reason to breathe. So I just decided that I needed my own love song, sort of about all of these things, using all of these cliche meanings, but how they apply to my personal situation. And I really think that if anybody watching is a documentary filmmaker, you might consider, I mean, I just think it's a really interesting, it would be really interesting into a glimpse inside someone's job, or their job is to write love songs for other people who like found true love relatively easily, yet they like don't really have a very good track record with love, and also like kind of like, hey, like don't you know, curmudgeon Scrooge a little bit. But I'm working on it. It's just that I got so many good songs out of it. But I am working on it. But now I'm just gonna try to keep it in the songs, just the drama in the songs, and the good stuff in life, the love in life. But I took this idea because what happened was, you know, I was in a cycle with somebody, and I think they had sent me a message that said, well, you'll always feel like home. And it was a very sweet breakup message. And my response to that was, yeah, if home were a dumpster fire. And then I told this to my friend Kenny, and he was like, we got to write that. So we sat down and wrote it. And then I added my friend Ryan Truso into just recently, who just helped me chainsaw down my first tree. I'm going to make a reel. Watch out for my chainsaw reel. Yeah? All right. So here it is. Disaster porn. Something new. Something as new as I can do. Baby felt like home. If home were a dumpster fire. You said all the right things, but I wasn't wearing a wire. You lit up my life like that 88 4th of July when somebody smoked by a box of M80s. We all ran for our lives. You and I were meant to be in couples anger management therapy. My wounds fit your thorns. I kept your cold heart warm, more than just the perfect storm. We were disaster porn, and when the sky went dark, made out like a trailer park. Our love was so hardcore, disaster porn. You were my everything. If I was a goddamn hoarder, call up HGTV to haul your ass and all your shit away. You were the world to me. If that world was World War III, and after the draft all the Daryls and Chads got sent to hell to fight the Nazis. You were my reason to breathe after almost hypoxic asphyxiating. My wounds fit your thorns. I kept your cold heart warm, more than just the perfect storm. We were disaster porn, and when the sky went dark, made out like a trailer park. Our love was so hardcore, disaster porn. How about that? Do you guys know what disaster porn is? Who knows what disaster porn is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what disaster porn is. I don't know why they say that. I've been watching YouTubers lately. They're like, put a 1 in the chat. I don't know why they say that. You never cease to engage my head, and, well, I don't know what that means, Kent. Let's see here what we got. We can handle anything. I know you can. I know you can. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't. You really wouldn't. That's why I just really feel like I can be myself with you guys. Because anyone who was not you came into this live stream and they were here for like, 5 to 10 seconds and they were like, I'm never coming back. Yeah, fairy tales, gee, nonsense, greeting cards, more than a little bit. Applause. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, John. Yeah, I think it's got an art. Thanks, Kent. I think it has potential, y'all. I really do. We might need to put a bridge in there, but it's just got a little bit of a, I don't know, it almost has like a Roy Orbison feel to it. But anyway, I'm hoping that that it sounds all right. My mic check was a little weird because I'm dialing it in, and you get to be here. My wounds fit your form. It's my wounds fit. Someone's calling me. Oh. It's my wounds fit your thorns. I think the saying is actually like his thorns fit my wounds. But I mean, thorn rhymes with porn, so what was I gonna do? And then maybe you guys don't know what disaster porn is because no one put a 1 in the chat. Disaster porn is like when they're, you know how you might be scrolling or you might be on the news and they just keep like pummeling you with like tornadoes and hurricanes and like all this like fear, terror, shock horror. That's what disaster porn is, and it's like when you can't look away. Yeah, cool, right? Yeah, so it's not actually about porn at all. And just since I made that joke earlier about making a porno, I didn't. I just like saying that I did. A PG porno. I think there's a fun juxtaposition in that concept. But yeah, so we were disaster porn, right? We were more than just a perfect storm. We were disaster porn. And then I also did stick that line in there just today about you were my reason to breathe after hypoxic asphyxiating, which is like a very dangerous kink that people have. I don't care for that at all. But I think as far as an effective metaphor would go for this kind of thing, it kind of works, you know? So yeah, doom scrolling. Yes, doom scrolling, like that. So that's it. That's disaster porn. Thanks so much. I hope that you guys get the next record because I'm going to put disaster porn on it. And I'm going to put Funky Cole Medinas on it. And some other good tunes too. So now, do you know what the time is for? The time is for, we've done something old, we've done something new. How about something borrowed? Who's excited to hear what I have planned for something borrowed today? Well, excitement or not, I'm going to tell you. So actually, since we got some Side Pony fans in the house, Alice and I, for a minute, were working on maybe doing a trio project with Britt Ronstadt, who is still a dear friend of mine. Actually, she sent me a text that she's not feeling well. Everybody send Britt Ronstadt a message. Just send her a little DM and wish her a speedy recovery. But we did a trio cover project where Britt was Linda, because Britt practically is Linda. And Alice was Emmylou and I was Dolly. And at one of our Nashville shows, I sang After the Gold Rush. And I was just sort of like digging out old tunes. I think actually Britt sent me a version of it that they had done. And I was like, oh, this would be a really good one because I love these songs that stand the test of time. Like they're still applicable all of these days later because this song was written in the 70s. And actually, I think Neil Young wrote it. Can't imagine that he didn't. But anyway, the Neil Young version, the lyrics are different. He says, look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Whereas in the trio, they changed it, look at Mother Nature on the run in the 20th century. I think it's because they knew it would stand the test. Oh, no, it was because it was the 80s. Because it was the 80s then. They couldn't say 1970s. And then, oh yeah, they dumbed down another line, but they did a great job. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. And on the Dolly, Emmylou, Linda version, they sing, there was a band playing in my head, and I felt like I could cry, which also essentially means the same thing. I thought it was a pretty good rewrite. I guess it was taboo to talk about getting high. I mean, we all know they were getting high. They were all getting high. Actually, I have it on good authority that Linda and Emmylou like shared a boyfriend for a while. But whatever, it was the summer of free love. We were on a break. So I want to play you guys this song. I love this song so much. This is the one that Dolly did. Or she sang. She sang the melody. And I'm going to do the Neil Young version, though. And, you know, here at the end, when it talks about the silver spaceships coming and how the loading begins, and then they're flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun, that's like happening now with these drones. Did we talk about the drones last time? These drones are not drones at all. They're balls of plasma that the aliens have sent for us to harness for energy, because we are very close to killing ourselves. So that's at least what I believe. And I guess you can just believe what you want until like the Pentagon wants to like tell us what's happening. What are this? How about here? Should I just play this and then read your comments? I think that's what I'll do. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun, there was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. I was lying in a burned out basement with a full moon in my eyes. I was hoping for replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Is that how you guys feel about what I just said about those aliens? Do you hope that it was a lie? I don't. I'm so comforted. That's weird, huh? Oh, wait, that's not what happens next. It's this. Well, I dreamed I saw silver spaceships fly in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen one. All in a dream, all in a dream, the loading had begun. They were flying Mother Nature's silver sea to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver sea to a new home. How about that? How'd that go? Alien edit. This is fun. Doom scrolling. Hey, want a party? Hell of a rhyme. He did. It's always the 80s. Always, always, always. Duh. How did I miss the alien business? Oh, yeah. Plasma balls. No, it's... Yes, sentient energy. Yes. Okay. Actually seen an alien ball of plasma in the sky. It didn't look anything like a drone. I believe you, Diesel, because what we're discovering here is that they they don't move like man-made. They go higher than anything that we make, and they're so pretty. And then yes, it could all be AI, but also we've got like people at the Pentagon, like the admirals, like in these congressional hearings being like, yeah, we don't know this thing, like our fastest plane still takes the state of Utah to make a 90-degree turn, and this goes like 20 times as fast as that, and also we found organic matter that is like not human, like that they have said. I mean, the audacity to think we're the only ones, that there aren't aliens. I'm just like so excited for the connection because I'm bored of us, Thanks, Cliff. Oh, I'm so happy you're still here. I'm excited for us to do creative things. Would love to hear your trio version. Maybe we'll get the band back together. That'd be cool, huh? Yeah, we need all the help we can get. It's so true. Thank you, John. All right, y'all. Well, we're coming to the end of Married to Monday. I'm gonna start thinking about some other things that I can offer contribution to society, to the planet, since God obviously didn't want children from me, but that's fine. I can teach other people's children cuss words. I'm like a great neighbor, aunt. And I do want to maybe start doing this as like a regular Monday thing. Yeah, Steve, the next 30A is coming up. So I'm getting ready next week to go down and I actually, just in case I can get in the water, I got to get my ass tattoo now so that it's healed by the time I go down there. And I'm going down there next week, and according to my watch. And I'm going to go and play at the prison because Dave and Anna Bournet are doing the prison program that I made. And then we had the teacher training and taught them how to run the program, and now they're actually running the program. So they've been calling me and checking in about how the inmates are doing, and it's so incredible to hear that the work is carrying on. So I'm going to go play at the prison like Johnny Cash, Caitlin Cash, and then I'll play the 30A Songwriters Festival. So if anybody's going to the 30A Songwriters Festival or knows anybody who's going, send your friends to my shows. We're going to have a panel about the prison program. So there's going to be a panel on Sunday. Kent, are you going to 30A? And the prison panel is so the four writers that took the teacher training: Wyatt Espelin, Jessica Sharman, David Anna Bournet. We're gonna all have 10 minutes to talk about a song that one of the inmates wrote and about the experience of teaching and writing at the prison. And then I part of the training is that you also have to go through the program, and it's like a 2-week program. It's this 2-week program that I created, which is another reason why I kind of like fell off the face of the earth and didn't talk to anyone for a while, because I had a deadline for something real and important. And I made it so that like the first 5 days is very, have I talked to you guys much about this? The first 5 days is very intensive songwriting training. It's like everything I ever learned that actually really helped me. Like I drew a lot from like the stuff I love from Mary Gaucher's sort of methodology. I mean, not directly, but I was definitely influenced by her, with sort of like trying to write conversationally and find a deeper truth, and to get songs to be the most sort of truthful that they can be when you start with someone who has never written a song before, potentially, or someone who has written lots of songs. So the program needed to be something that, like, the first time I went, I ended up writing 10 songs, and I was very, very tired. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to put something together that, like, what would I put myself through now that would also have still helped me if I had never written a song before. And so it's a 5-day course that's actually like, that part's really hard, but you don't start working with melody or anything until you get all of your lyrics. The whole first 5 days are a lyric writing thing. So then once you, and it works, you know, like the songs are so good. They're so consistently so moving and powerful. And I think I probably, maybe I'll do one of the inmate songs for Something Borrowed next time. I like singing their songs. I could definitely do Something Blue for one of the inmate songs. But yeah, if you're coming to 30A, check that out. And if you're interested in well, I might try to maybe put this course online. I don't know. Do you guys, anybody want to write songs? Let me know if you're interested in this songwriting. I can teach anyone to write a song now. I went and did that in the prison 5 times last year, and now it's not really my job anymore, and I'm really grieving that. But I'm gonna see if I can't go back down and teach in advanced. But we're gonna train 4 new writers. So the thing is, the idea is that every time we do a training, those writers come back and do it. They have their own residency. They do their own training, and then we can get into more facilities, and then we can have this songwriting as a healing practice in lots of DOC facilities, but not limited to DOC facilities. And if maybe that's going to be my contribution to the planet, that would be good. Would be something, you know. Don't know yet, CC. Okay, well, I hope you can make it. That'd be cool if you could. About to start guitar lessons might be useful. Cool. Oh, good. I'm glad. Guess what I'm starting? Twerking lessons. Because I know I always bring it back here with you guys, and you guys are like, why do you tell us about this? But tell everyone about these things. The twerking is going to keep me from having a back surgery, and I think I'm going to start offering twerking classes. And if any of you would like to figure out how to hinge your ass from your lower vertebrae and you're white, you know, this might be a good place to start. So that's going to be my other contribution. And I was thinking I would do like these, I could have a YouTube channel where I did like twerk outs to sad, like my sad songs on my record to like sort of feed two birds with one stone. And then I could call it twerk jerkers, twerking to sad songs for white girls. Why do I have so many clever ideas? Twerk is good for you. Who knew? That twerks. We're going to twerk it out. Okay, so are you guys ready for something blue? Why don't I leave you with something blue? Let's see here. Oh, I don't know, because I'm in, y'all, I'm in StreamYard, and I hope it works, because basically it was like, we're going to broadcast this for you to all the different platforms. So I was like, okay, that sounds like a nice this job for an assistant to do for me. And in the title, I put the registry for the wedding, because as you know, every time I get married, I need to have a honeymoon. So the registry is where you can go and make a contribution if you do so desire. Hey, if I'm going to be a YouTuber, I'm going to have to find out if this registry works. Actually, on YouTube, they have this thing where, like, if you want to ask a question or do a chat, you can, like, donate $1. I thought that'd be fun, but I haven't figured out how to work that yet. I'll look into it. Anyways, I'm trying to direct everyone to my Spotify. So if you go over to my Spotify, you can make a contribution there, but you can also just listen to music and get it spinning over there, because I want to sort of get those prompts primed again before Love Addict comes out. And you guys, Kent especially, EP, the first single, which is Love Addict, is dropping on February 21st. And that is just right around the corner. So we got to get our asses in gear. And by that, I mean, we need to twerk them out. So, on a completely different note, the last song I want to play, I was hanging out with my friend Travis last night, who works with Lucinda. And I was like, what should I do for something blue? And he said, how about Blue by Lucinda? And he reminded me of this song that was on Essence that I completely forgot about. And I was like, oh yeah, let me go check it out. And you know, sometimes in Lucinda songs, you don't, like, the lyrics are so simple that they could just wash over you. But if you really let them hit you, you're just like, you're schooled, you know? And I'm somebody who's like always really way too wordy and trying to work against being too wordy in my songwriting. But just to kind of circle back to where we were in the beginning, talking about like the light leaving and how the winter was kind of tough. And I don't know if it was tough for you guys. Put a one in the chat if the winter was tough for you. But like, I've definitely been sort of wrestling with the dark cloud. Honestly, I think I'm in perimenopause. I'm getting like hot and cold. But it could also be the thermostat, you know? But I have kind of wondered, like, oh, is this like, what is this? Is this these mood swings, hormonal things? I think everybody in here right now is like a man who's past the menopause age. I love y'all. Y'all are my people. But this song was, when I was reading it last night, I was like, oh man, that's such a good way of describing how like depression can be very seductive. It can be very comfortable. It can be just like an addiction. It can be like the feeling, I don't know. I mean, it's almost like cutting or something. I mean, I don't do that either. I know I'm talking to you guys about like asphyxiation and things I don't know anything about, but like just what you've heard about it, about like, but it's an indulgence in a painful thing that brings some kind of horrible comfort, you know? And it's kind of just like, why is it a comfort? Maybe because it's so accessible. Maybe because it's so dependable. You know, it'll be there if you need it to. So I'm gonna play you blue, and then I'm gonna say goodbye. How about I play blue and then I say goodbye, like, I say, like, a couple other things, and then I say bye, you know? Let's see what this says. Check for more layouts in the settings. Grief. Cool. All right, y'all. All right, listen to this. Listen to this. Go find a jukebox and see what a quarter will do. I don't want to talk, I just want to go back to blue. Feeds me when I'm hungry and quenches my thirst. Loves me when I'm lonely and thinks of me first. Blue is the color of night when the red sun disappears from the sky. Raven, feathers shiny and black, a touch of blue glistening down her back. Blue. All right, let me know if it sounds better or worse with the reverb. We're gonna do a little test. We don't talk about heaven, and we don't talk about hell. We come to depend on one another so damn well. So go to confession, whatever gets you through. You can count your blessings, and I'll just count on blue. Blue is the color of night when the red sun disappears from the sky. Raven, feathers shiny and black, a touch of blue glistening down her back. Blue. All right, y'all like this, the sparkle? Reverb plus singing is great, not so much when you're chatting. The registry link opens up Spotify, but don't see a tip jar there. Aw, shoot. Hey, thanks, Jeff. Jeffrey, thank you. Reverb a lot, but only when you flipped it on. Okay, cool. Not seeing the tip jar. Dang. Okay, well, I'll have to go figure that out. Shoot. That's funny, isn't it? I'm like, you can't, you can't always know where it is that people can give you money easily. It's like the first thing you should probably know. Yeah, I mean, if I'll go work on that tip jar in the meantime, if you feel like going to one of those other links, maybe they work. Hey, thanks you guys so much for coming to Married to Monday. I hope you enjoyed hearing something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. And it's been so great to have the regulars. I love it. It's like, it's good to check in with you, you know? And it's like a little party. It brings us all together. And I think that it's nice to just take our time and just play 4 songs in an hour. So, in the meantime, yeah, there is a Venmo over there. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate ya. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go check right now. And sometimes when I go in Venmo, I like to comment on. I hope to comment on people's things they pay each other for. Like, it's so weird that they let you comment on that. And sometimes I just like to like leave a comment and be like, yeah, right, tacos. Like, I'm so sure you guys went dancing, you know. You should do it sometime. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I'll go put some heart emojis on your Venmos. Thank you so much. You really are like incredible support. So I'm wishing everybody a happy new year. I hope you have a great true New Year's Eve, since tomorrow begins really Wednesday. I think you have until Wednesday to start returning emails. Yeah, I'll keep you in my heart until February, first Monday in February. We'll get married again. Maybe even sooner than that. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I made this whole station, so maybe I'll come back on here and maybe I'll give you a twerk tutorial before then. Not you, just like proverbial you. Well, all right, I'll go. Keep them wanting more. Okay, love you, mean it. Okay, bye.